for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two-up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. What a way to ring in the new year. Final game of calendar year 2023. The Packers and Vikings. Off we go on New Year's Eve. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Love going to throw right away. Caught on the right side by Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5.
Love, they go play action now. Open man left side, it's the tight end DeGuara. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Throwing. Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
To throw now. Here's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Ryan Knoll,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Play action. Here's Willis. They're going for Jefferson downfield.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The Vikings at 7-8 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Willis's throw caught by Pierce.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Willis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to pull one over his head as this game progresses.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Gets past him at the 10, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
These two teams all tied after one. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
Love now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Love going to give this one to Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Love looking to throw it. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Tackle there by Lewis Seen.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Love. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This is certainly a team that's proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On third down, Love. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's Willis now off the play fake.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 29. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Here's Willis.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As soon as he leaped down and began his round, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a return across midfield at the 46-yard line.
The option to give to Taylor here.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Here's Willis. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback had. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
3rd down and 1. To throw, here's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Taylor. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Malik Willis
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal, maybe more.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Willis to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I sitting in the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And it is caught.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Back to Taylor on first down.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Play action. Willis.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Love.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, it's a general rule. You know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Check. Let's go.
Running left, Taylor.
There's the stiff arm. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And even 150 yards on the ground. He has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the give, here's McBride.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Jordan Addison,
35 yards.
and the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. Love now. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He lets one go deep for Addison.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this... And now here is another interception.
Picked by Cameron Byron.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
To throw, here's Willis. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. Touchdown! Josh Oliver, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now for the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll swing this out wide to Gaskin.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Black shot.
Love looking to throw it.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
On 3rd down, Love.
And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Willis now off play action.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Following the interception, Love, he's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pick up there at 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Able to get this one to McBride.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Here's McBride.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Willis.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And now here is another interception.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Ready.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And now here's another interception.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Love now to pass on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free. It's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
And now a run with McBride.
There he goes, left side. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
48 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lot? And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.